Hi there, I'm Michael Forrester, and I'm delighted to announce the publication today of my new dystopian novella, A Home for Other Gods. Set 100 years in the future, A Home for Other Gods tells the story of a man confronted by an impossible decision. Greg already had one run-in with the department that runs the Departmental Republic in his youth, when he was discovered reading uncensored literature. That almost cost him his life, and now all he wants to do is comply with the edicts of the state. But when the department begins flooding the city in preparation for a merger with the Oceanic Union, it also seems determined to suck him into the bureaucratic elite and turn him into one of their gods. He's being offered a stratospheric elevation, but it comes at a price. He's required to give up his wife and son. Here's an extract. Greg was quite alone in the plaza. At the sound of a melody, he stopped instantly, conditioned by childhood experience. He put down his case and stood quite still. The low guttural rumble of a heavy vehicle's fossil-fueled engine told him of its slow, ponderous approach towards him across the plaza, the music growing louder. Afraid to turn, he stood dead still. No departmental instruction covered such a situation, because this didn't happen to co-workers. In the fading twilight, a pool of bright light from the vehicle's spotlight bar flowed forward like some viscous liquid around his feet. Greg watched his own shadow split the growing pool of light on the ground in front of him as it crept forward on the slow approach of the large vehicle. The machine stopped. Greg could feel the vibrations of its idling engine through the ground no more than a couple of meters behind him. He could smell its noxious, antiquated exhaust fumes. A loudspeaker crackled. "Stop!" said the voice, superfluously. "Do not move. Drop your satchel. Reveal any weapons now or place them on the ground in front of you. If you attempt any form of violence, you will be retired without further warning." The voice was dark, metallic, the antithesis of human. Greg complied, his feet motionless, his body shaking. "Remove your clothing, starting with your jacket and shirt. Make no fast movements." Greg's teeth began to chatter. With shaking hands, he unzipped his jacket and began to remove it, followed by his shirt. "No sudden movements," the loudspeaker reminded him. "Now your lower garments." Greg unfastened his belt, allowing his trousers to fall to his feet. He began to lift his right foot in order to step out of them when the voice interjected sharply. "You've not been instructed to reposition. Do not reposition unless instructed." A moment's silence followed. "Remove all clothing," said the voice.